American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
With new Casey's Rewards, you can turn pizza into school donations. Download the Casey's app and earn points you can turn into donations to the schools you care about most. Or turn points into Casey's Cash or fuel discounts. Start earning more ways to give and get a little more good. Casey's Rewards. Points for school, points for you, points for fuel, points for good. Now at Casey's, every fifth fountain drink you buy is free with Casey's Rewards. Casey's, here for good.
Believe it when I know ya, we going high. Gotta climb to the top, but we're never gonna stop. When I know ya, we going high. We're going high.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
We the people are what make this community great. We work hard. We work together. And we do our part to be a part of something bigger. That's why at Fairway, we're determined to keep food prices low, quality high, and tables full. Because this is our community. And that's what we do.
At Waldorf University, we are warriors. On campus and online. In the classroom and on the field. Our work today will power tomorrow, continuing a rich tradition started in 1903. And once you're one of us, you forever are. Waldorf University, we are warriors.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Crowded lecture halls? Not anymore. Southwestern Community College is a different place. It's where we break from traditional college to do what's best for your career. It's about teaching the way you learn, having fun along the way, and giving you the experience you need for what comes next. A job and an income in as little as 1 year. That's why you go to college in the first place. Southwestern Community College. Your career starts here. Check out SWC's career-related programs at swiciowa.edu/yourcareer.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to be the title sponsor of this amazing tournament, which showcases Iowa's elite teams and student athletes. Through your hard work and extraordinary efforts, I know that you have made your hometowns proud. But I also know this isn't what you thought your season would be like, with new rules and guidelines put in place and friends and family being kept at a distance. Is something none of us ever imagined. But please know, it doesn't take away from your accomplishments or for the incredible things you've overcome to be here today. All the qualities that have brought you to this moment, determination, leadership, and beating the odds, are the same qualities Iowa farmers show every day. Your dreams, your drive, your will to succeed are never on hold, and neither is the Iowa Farm Bureau's commitment to our young people. Each year we provide nearly $500,000 in scholarships to young Iowans, recognizing student achievement in athletics, academics, and the fine arts. So today, we celebrate your farm strong spirit, and we know the future is in great hands. Congratulations again on a remarkable season, and best of luck in your tournament games.
Pleasant good evening to you from Fort Dodge, Iowa, on the Harlan and Hazel Rogers Softball Complex. It is time here at Kruger Field in Fort Dodge, the home of the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Yeager. In just a moment, we'll have a matchup between Newell-Fonda and the Lisbon Lions in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company. This is a matchup featuring the number 2 seed and the number 7 seed. Newell-Fonda, number 2, head coach Courtney Darrow, and Lisbon's head coach Bob Bunting. Two different extremes of the head coaching experience. Courtney Darrow is new to the game in the sense of she's only been a head coach for just this is her second year as the head coach. Bob Bunting, this is year 51, but don't let that fool you. Newell-Fonda, you've heard us talk about this team for years when it comes to basketball. Tonight you're going to hear us talk about softball as they make the return to state. And now we're going to tell you how they got here, and this is Lisbon. They are 20-3. They are ranked 8 in Class 1A in the final ratings. They were the district champs of Region 8. And they defeated Central City to get here. This is their third straight state tournament appearance. And as we mentioned, Bob Bunting, 51 years, he collected win number 1,200 of his career earlier this season. Newell-Fonda, well, they got here with an 18-2 record. They are number 2 in Class 1A. They knocked out IGHSAU in the regional final for the Region 2 championship. This is their third straight trip to state, 12th overall. Bailey Sievers is a player to watch. She's batting .567. She can run, and stats this year are a little bit different, as in this shortened season, as these teams are, if they were lucky, got in their full 20 games. Some, maybe 23, maybe some at 25 if they played a couple of doubleheaders. But we have cloudy skies to the west and to the north, but we are hoping this weather will stay away, and we'll bring you state softball when we return here on the Girls Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs in building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea.
And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
With new Casey's Rewards, you can turn pizza into school donations. Download the Casey's app and earn points you can turn into donations to the schools you care about most. Or turn points into Casey's Cash or fuel discounts. Start earning more ways to give and get a little more good. Casey's Rewards. Points for school, points for you, points for fuel, points for good. Now at Casey's, every fifth fountain drink you buy is free with Casey's Rewards. Casey's, here for good.
There's a look at Bob Bunting and Courtney Darrow at home plate as we exchange the lineups, which really doesn't happen this year. The lineups are already done ahead of time as part of the COVID-19 virus precautions. That is one thing that has changed as they go over the ground rules here at Diamond 1. This is Kruger Field. Diamond 2 with Dar Danielson. He'll have the call of Clarksville and Akron Westfield at the bottom of the hour. But this one is Newell-Fonda and Lisbon. And let's talk a little bit about the pitching matchup. Riley Allgood for Lisbon is someone who is, you got to think, this is very young pitchers tonight, and we'll tell you why. Riley Allgood is a freshman. She's in her 23rd game tonight. She's pitched 108 innings, and her ERA is 1.69. And she is going to go up against, and her win-loss record is 17-2. Kiara Jungers is an 8th grader pitching for Newell-Fonda, and she is going to make her 15th appearance tonight. She's thrown 75 innings, given up 15 earned runs, an ERA of 1.40. Her record is 10-2 on the season. The two losses for Newell-Fonda this year, Fort Dodge and Humboldt, both state qualifiers for this state tournament in various classes. But let's go Tim Fitzpatrick now with tonight's starting lineups in just a moment. He'll go over a little bit of the weather. He's going to tell you right now it's currently 84 degrees. It feels like 88. The wind is out of the southwest at 8 miles an hour. As you see Newell-Fonda making their way out there in the blue and gray, and Lisbon is in the red and black. We'll introduce the non-starters and then the starting lineups. And we'll get you ready for softball here in Fort Dodge. Scheduled for first pitch right at 7 o'clock. But it is a overcast evening. It looks a little blue to the west. We'll see how this one shakes out as the weather. But we are looking for this final couple of games in quarterfinal. Tomorrow will be the semifinal action. Thursday, the championships in Class 5A and 4A with championships in 3, 2, and 1. Now Tim Fitzpatrick.
Sports Complex in this 1A quarterfinal game between the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Lisbon Lions, and the home team, the Newell-Fonda Mustangs. The winner of this game will advance to the 1A semifinal round on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, on Iowa Central Field at 7:30 p.m. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches. First of all, for the visitors from Lisbon. Number 1, Ella Clark. Number 5, Addie Heppel. Number 8, Sarah Ruzicka. Number 22, Sophie Jennings. 23, Claire Baltus. Number 24, Addie Peterson. Number 26, Gabby Molman. And your assistant coaches, Rachel Robertson, Allie Gibbons, and Todd Nelson. And now, here's your starting lineup for the Lisbon Lions, leading off with playing shortstop, number 7, Peyton Robinson. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 32, Riley Allgood. Batting third at third base, number 10, Stacia Hall. Cleanup hitter for the Lions, the catcher, number 16, Taylor Teckow. Batting fifth at first base, number 3, McKenna Nelson. Batting sixth in right field, number 19, Kelly Nelson. Batting seventh in center field, number 20, Sam Bennett. Batting eighth in left field, number 12, Paige Rose. Batting in the ninth position, your second baseman, number 21, Mia Peterson. Head coach for the Lisbon Lions, Bob Bunting. And now, let's meet your non-starters and assistant coaches for the home team. The Newell-Fonda Mustangs. Number 7, Emma Erickson. Number 9, Isabel Bartek. Number 13, Liz Smith. Number 15, Izzy Sievert. Number 18, Belle Peterson. Number 19, Lainey Hogre. Your assistant coaches, Jenna Snyder and Peyton Wilkin. And now, here are your starters for the Newell-Fonda Mustangs, leading off and playing center field, number 1, Bailey Sievert. Batting second and shortstop, number 10, Megan Moran. Batting third and doing the catching, number 4, Maggie Walker. Cleanup hitter for the Mustangs at first base, number 12, Ella Larson. Batting fifth at third base, number 3, Mary Walker. Batting sixth at second base, number 2, Macy Sievert. Batting seventh in right field, number 5, Mia Walker. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 8, Anna Belcock. Batting in the ninth position, your left fielder, number 11, McKenna Sievert. And your flex player doing the pitching, number 14, Kira Junger. And coach for Newell-Fonda, Courtney Darrow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the home plate area as I introduce the umpiring crew for tonight's 1A quarterfinal, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. At first base, Tony Vandergrift. At third base, J.D. Hukestrat. And calling the balls and strikes this evening, Randy Morris. All right, who's ready for state tournament softball?
And there's a look at your starting lineups and your umpires for tonight. Sievers, Moranz, Walker, Larson, Walker, Sievers, Walker, Belcock, Sievers, Jungers. Yeah, I said that right. That's Newell-Fonda. And for Lisbon, Robinson, Allgood, Stacia Hall, Taylor Teckow, McKenna Nelson, Kaylee Nelson, Samantha Bennett, Paige Rose, and Mia Peterson. We'll introduce these teams as they will some of their family lineups between these two, but we are just moments away from the teams taking the field, and the Newell Mustangs are doing that. Newell-Fonda Mustangs are doing that now. Heading into pitch is Kara Jungers. 10-2 on the season. Her catcher tonight is going to be Maggie Walker, and Walker is a junior. These are two teams that are featuring few seniors in top lineup positions. So get used to Newell-Fonda and Lisbon when it comes to sports moving forward here. As you can see, a little bit of rain or high clouds to the north. That is a look at first base, and that is Ella Larson. Just had a peek into the stands and saw her dad, Kevin, who is Dick Junger's assistant on the basketball team, and one of those also assistants is Courtney Darrow. So when you're at the small school, you do a lot of things, and you just play a lot of these positions. Courtney's husband is the head baseball coach at Newell-Fonda. Courtney Vaughn Darrow played softball at Fort Dodge, so she absolutely knows this field and knows her way around town. It's not that far. Newell-Fonda, just a little bit to the west of Fort Dodge, and Lisbon in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City area in eastern Iowa. We'll start now with Peyton Robinson. We mentioned youth. This is one of them. She's a freshman. Peyton Robinson steps in, a freshman with a .512 batting average, and first pitch is going to come at the absolute stroke of 7 o'clock and no seconds, and it is a ball. Robinson all good in Hall, and if anybody gets on, Taylor Techow. Jungers on the 1-0, put into play. Comebacker at the pitcher's position. Jungers across to Larson, and Robinson's out 1-3 for the first out of the top of the first inning. Left field, Sievers, Walker. In the infield for Newell-Fonda, Walker, Moren, Sievers, Larson, Jungers, and Walker as your battery. Coming in from the left side, Riley Allgood, another freshman for Lisbon. Looks at a ball as called by Randy Morris. First base umpire tonight, Tony Vandergriff, and at third base, J.D. Hoogstraat. J.D. had the plate on an earlier game today. That pitch is fouled into the backdrop here to my left. I'm underneath the stands, and you can see fans are sitting out there in the outfield, but you've got plenty of people in chairs as everybody tries to distance themselves as best they can. The 1-1 to Allgood is going to catch enough of the zone to earn a strike. The 1-2 to Allgood is on the way. And that is going to be a called strike 3. And Stacia Hall will bat. Hall is a junior, batting .474 on the season, 13 doubles. That first pitch is high. Hall ahead in the count, 1-0. The pitch is going to be low. 2 8th graders in the lineup for Newell-Fonda, and the word around the state was this 8th grade class for Newell-Fonda could have maybe won a game or two at state basketball this year. Ball put in play towards short. Megan Moran's over to Ella Larson, and the Lions go 1-2-3 in their half of the first. Newell-Fonda coming up.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
Hey fans, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. You're watching the 2020 Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament here on the Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I'm Paul Yeager. Glad to have you here on this Tuesday night. And there's a look at the Lisbon pitcher. That's Riley Allgood. And she's really been her namesake for this year. She is 17-2. She's only given up 26 earned runs on the season for an ERA of 1.69. She struck out 110 batters. And you're going to see a different look that not many teams get to, and that's a lefty. She's got a good curveball, a drop, a screwball, a rise. It's a matter of how those pitches are locating on any given day. You hear coaches talk about their pitchers and what is working on that game, then that sets up something else. Or if you don't have confidence in that A pitch, hopefully the B pitch is there. And if this A pitch is not, and B, could be a long night. First up is Bailey Sievers. She comes in from the left side, pulls the bat back for a ball. The 1-0 is slapped up the middle, gloved by Allgood over to McKenna Nelson. And just like Lisbon, the first batter goes 1-3 for Newell-Fonda. Megan Morenz, the shortstop, now bats for Newell-Fonda. Morenz, one of those rare seniors, batting .373. Morenz is behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch hit in the air towards right. Going back is Katie Nelson. Takes 3 steps, sets her feet, makes the grab. It's 2 away. Callie the catch. That'll bring in Maggie Walker. Walker takes that first pitch and fouls it into the net, and then it ends up in the trainer's facility, which is in a little cubby to my right. One of the protocols this year is that the umpires are not the ones touching the ball. It is the defensive team's responsibility to provide the softball anytime a ball goes out of play. They're also supposed to be the ones to chase down the ball, sanitize it before it's put back into play. Allgood is spinning it on her hip, throws that pitch, and Maggie Walker fouls it down the right field line. There's a look behind at Diamond 2, otherwise known as Iowa Central Community College Field, and that'll have a game between Clarksville and Akron Westfield. Swung on and missed. Walker down on strikes, and Newell-Fonda goes 1-2-3, just like Lisbon did as we go to the second.
We the people are what make this community great. We work hard. We work together. And we do our part to be a part of something bigger. That's why at Fairway, we're determined to keep food prices low, quality high, and tables full. Because this is our community. And that's what we do.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up! Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea. And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
Taylor Teckow, McKenna Nelson, and Callie Nelson due up for the Lisbon Lions. The number 7 seed in Class 1A, and our last game of the night here on the Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Catcher, number
Tekaw is the catcher. First pitch ball. The 1-0 from Jungers is a strike. Good looking pitch. That had some movement. Infield at bag depth for the number 4 hitter. That pitch is inside. As Jungers trying to hit some of those inside spots. Pitchers are all about finding that location. And that one comes back across the bottom part of the strike zone. Had some good movement. As the batter looked at it, it came at her and then broke away. The 2-2 from Jungers, the wind and fire. Swung on, base hit to right, game's first hit. Not in time to throw the out at first as Walker is up with it. And Tekaw's aboard with nobody out, a leadoff single. McKenna Nelson will bat, the first senior in the lineup for Coach Bunting. And now we do have a courtesy runner. Gabby Molman. Molman is a freshman. And anytime we have a substitution tonight, those are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Bunt is put into play, fielded by Jungers. They get the out at first with Nelson out on the sacrifice. Goes 1-3, but it more importantly moves Molman to second. You can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Learn how. Head to their website. We know you're watching on the web now, so just pull up another browser. Select games for you this season, as we've got games going on all over the place. As Callie Nelson's first pitch is a strike, the throw down to third, not in time. Molman around to third. Good hustle there. So Callie Nelson, ground ball, gets a run in here. Pitch, swung on and missed. A little something off that one. Just kind of fluttered up there from Jungers. Nelson rips the bat, no batting gloves. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, ripped, foul, and out of play. Kind of pulled that off-speed pitch. Right what Jungers was trying to do, get her ahead of it. See if she can place this one, or if Nelson can be a hero early on in this one. Both teams went 1-2-3 in their first at-bats. That one goes out of the zone for a ball. The 2-2. Hit foul and out of play. Behind the stands where you have to have a ticket to sit. As I look to my right, I see head coach of the North Lynn Lions, Marv Porter. Ball hit to center. It's going to be deep enough to get the run home on the sac fly. Throw's going to come home, but not in time. Nelson gets the job done on the sacrifice fly, RBI, and Molman scores the game's first run. Lisbon with the 1-0 lead. Sam Bennett, the center fielder. Base is clear, 2 outs, so the leadoff single turns into a run. The pitch, nice spin. Changeup is high. One of the things that Coach Darrow said was key for them tonight was limit their mistakes. No real mistakes in that one. You could maybe argue that the bobble ball at the plate when Molman is running from second to third, but man, that's a tough play. It didn't really go far. And the throw was there nearly in time. The 2-1 is fouled off into the stands off to the right and out of play. And so now Jungers is a strike away from getting out of this first inning with just a run. The pitch hit in the air towards third now. On the infield, Mary Walker makes the catch. Not before the damage is done. The Lions score first and lead 1-0.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Lions strike first in their half of the second. Now it's the turn for Newell-Fonda. And the first pitch of the second from Allgood is out of the zone to Ella Larson. Ella Larson, Mary Walker, and Macy Sievers. If anyone reaches, Mia Walker. Larson lines it into left center. It's going to get all the way to the fence. It's going to be an extra base hit and a leadoff double for Ella Larson here in the second. Well hit ball, and that was an extra base hit, and they are brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. So Lisbon gets a single to start their half of the second. Newell-Fonda gets a double to start their half. As Larson hit that pitch to the left center gap. Mary Walker to bat. Gets the bunt down, fielded by Hall over to first in time. Larson to third. So the sacrifice is successful for the first out of the inning. Larson to third. So Macy Sievers, the sophomore, playing second tonight, will have the chance to get an RBI here and tie it up. The pitch from Allgood on the way. Bunt is down, popped up, back to third. Larson's dead if they get her on time, and she's safe. That throw beat her. Initially looked that way. But J.D. Hugerstraat calls that safe. So Larson's there, Sievers is retired. 2 outs now, Mia Walker. The freshman. First pitch, strike. So Sievers just got enough under that bunt, hung in the air enough for McKenna Nelson, and she threw back to Hall, but just not in time. That pitch is popped up and out of play, and now Mia Walker is down in the count 0-2, and Allgood is a strike from getting out of this inning with a runner stranded at third. The 0-2. Inside hits Walker in the right leg, the right upper thigh. So that'll put runners at first and third. That pitch just didn't break. I am right on the line on the inside chalk of that batter's box. And you could see right that was not breaking. Swung on and fouled out of play by Anna Belcock, the designated player. Belcock, the sophomore. Pink bow in her hair, as most of the Mustangs with long hair all have the same bow. The pitch is off the plate and low. There's a look at Walker, who goes to second on the runner's indifference. The 1-1. Hit back at Allgood for the inning's third out. So Allgood fields her position, gets out of the inning, and preserves a 1-0 lead.
With new Casey's Rewards, you can turn pizza into school donations. Download the Casey's app and earn points you can turn into donations to the schools you care about most. Or turn points into Casey's Cash or fuel discounts. Start earning more ways to give and get a little more good. Casey's Rewards. Points for school, points for you, points for fuel, points for good. Now at Casey's, every fifth fountain drink you buy is free with Casey's Rewards. Casey's, here for good.
Newell-Fonda strands a runner after a leadoff double by Ella Larson, but she's stuck at third. Good defense by Lisbon. And now the Lions get a chance here to bat in the top of the third. Good one in here so far in Class 1A. That pitch is low for a ball. Paige Rose, Mia Peterson, and then the top of the lineup, Peyton Robinson, due up here in this third inning for Coach Bob Bunting's squad. That pitch, great looking pitch from Junger, swung on and missed. That was off the plate the whole time. Just kind of kept going up. Not quite the rise ball that you see. Just kind of stayed up the whole time. The 1-1 is high. So Kiara Junger's nose, as that pitch is popped up on the infield. First base Ella Larson was calling it the whole time. Got it right in front of Maggie Walker. Rose is retired on the foul ball pop-up. Dick Jungers, the former softball head coach at Newell-Fonda, had given that up to focus on his administration, and little family timeline hit over the shortstop head. Megan Moran's into left field for a base hit. Bailey Sievers goes over to get it. And Mia Peterson is on with a one-out single. Jungers has maintained his basketball coaching duties, and that's been so far kind of okay for Newell-Fonda. State champions again this year. In a great game against Algona Bishop Garrigan. That ball is off the plate. And I've seen Kiera grow up over time with covering state basketball. You'd see her as a ball girl or with the team or with dad, and now it's her turn in that 8th grade class we were talking about a little bit earlier. Very impressive group of people. Bunt, perfect! Just dies a foot in front of the batter's box on the left side, and Robinson lays down a beauty to get Peterson to second. 2 outs. So Riley Allgood with a chance to help herself from that left side. Allgood had been in the Lisbon system. Family moved to Missouri, and then she came back to Lisbon last year. Popped up behind second and short. Coming over to get it is Megan Morenz, and the Lions strand one as we go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Lisbon.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Stacia Hall, Taylor Tekow, and McKenna Nelson for, no, I'm sorry. It'll be McKenna Sievers, Bailey Sievers, and Megan Morenz. 9-1-2 for the Mustangs. First pitch line, base hit into right. Lands right at 2 feet behind where the dirt and the grass meet. And McKenna Sievers is aboard with a single. And that'll bring in Bailey Sievers. Now the joke is that I may pay attention to family trees of teams as Bailey offers at that first pitch from the bunt and then pulls the bat back by Iowa PBS cohorts, who we will see here as the week progresses, getting ready for the championships on Friday night and Thursday night. Bailey bunts at it, gets it to third. The throw back to first in time. Hall to a covering Mia Peterson as Nelson was crashing. So Bailey, the sacrifice, moves up McKenna to second. Well, McKenna and Bailey are sisters. And then Mia and Mary Walker are twins. And then they have another sister, Maggie. First pitch from Allgood. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Megan Morenz, who popped out or flied out to right back in the first. That pitch is off the zone. One of the things here at the Diamond 1, what we've noticed, is there's a little bit of water starting to form, and we'll show you it after this pitch here. The 1-1 is off the plate, or is a strike. A little bit of water is starting to form between the batter's box and the on-deck circle, and it has continued to expand as this game has gone on. It was about about an hour ago. Popped up, that'll get into the stands and out of play. The grounds crew had put a lot of quick dry behind, and you can not quite see it from that diamond or from that view, but on the right side where the score bug is, it's a little lighter dirt. That's that quick dry that was trying to dry things up. And so let's hope that's not a problem. And that popped up right side. Going over to make the catch is McKenna Nelson. Second out of the inning. If you don't have the rain from the skies, you have the rain from below. The umpire stepped on that spot between the innings and caused quite a bit of damage. Pop fly right, caught in the breadbasket by Taylor Teckow for the third out. What a play. The Mustangs strand another. We go to the fourth. 1-0 Lisbon.
Crowded lecture halls? Not anymore. Southwestern Community College is a different place. It's where we break from traditional college to do what's best for your career. It's about teaching the way you learn, having fun along the way, and giving you the experience you need for what comes next. A job and an income in as little as 1 year. That's why you go to college in the first place. Southwestern Community College. Your career starts here. Check out SWC's career-related programs at swciowa.edu/yourcareer.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Lions to bat here in the top of the fourth. They lead 1-0. Coming into the last game on this diamond, a 8 seed hadn't even scored prior to the last game. Mason City Newman actually put some runs up on the board against Collins Maxwell in that quarterfinal earlier today. And now this is the first time that the 8 seed has, or the team on that dugout has led. This is a 2-7 game. Newell-Fonda, the 2 seed at 18-2. Lisbon, the 7 seed in the tournament, 20-3. Winner to play tomorrow evening at 7:30. That pitch from Jungers is swung on and missed by Stacia Hall. Newell-Fonda Lisbon winner plays Clarksville Akron Westfield winner. And then that championship is 7:30 Friday night right here on Kruger Field, and you can see that game on Iowa PBS. Swung on and right at the second baseman Macy Sievers. She takes 3 steps back, grabs it, and retires. Stacia Hall. Taylor Teckow had a single back in the second and ended up her position score, Gabby Molman, on the courtesy runner. The pitch from Jungers is fouled into the net. The netting, which was new on this diamond last season, the netting behind home was new on the other diamond, the Iowa Central Community College diamond, this season in time. That pitch is high, and it'll make it a 1 ball, 1 strike. McKenna Nelson on deck for Lisbon. Lisbon leads 1-0. They scored their run back in the second. Teckow was the first hit of the game in the second. The pitch spins back and a strike. I tell you, this 1A class has a lot of good teams. Collins Maxwell, your defending champ, beat Newman Catholic, and that was close. Linville Sully and Wayne was close until Linville Sully blew that open in the 6th with a grand slam. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Teckow is out. Second strikeout for Jungers. So it's up to McKenna Nelson to extend the inning. Pitch from Jungers. Boy, she has made that first pitch work where the Lisbon batters have really, really wanted to chase that one. You know, Coach Darrow talks about her composure. She seems very calm and relaxed, and that's a great pitch, even if it's not called a strike. It just hasn't, Courtney said she just hasn't shown frustration or much rattling during the big games, and really a good curveball, and we've seen that used a lot tonight. The pitch is hit towards short, gloved, and across the diamond to get the out. Morenz to Larson, and the Lions go 1-2-3 in their half of the fourth when we return from Fort Dodge.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At Waldorf University, we are warriors. On campus and online. In the classroom and on the field. Our work today will power tomorrow, continuing a rich tradition started in 1903. And once you're one of us, you forever are. Waldorf University, we are warriors.
A little bit of field maintenance to take place here as we wait to start the bottom of the fourth, and the grounds crew here at Harlan and Hazel Rogers have been busy trying to keep this thing. They got a hand pump there, and that is where water, the hose can get attached into that spot, and what they're doing right now is kind of hand pumping out that reservoir and then sticking it into a bucket. They did bring some Diamond Dry product. Kind of noticed it here a couple of innings ago, and it was a problem between innings, or between games. There was some extra moisture that we just didn't quite expect. And now the medical scissors come out to open up that bag. That's funny. Games that have happened today here as we Class 3A, let's just kind of recap what's happened in the last 24 hours. Albia knocked out Creston, and Mount Vernon used a grand slam of their own to beat Humboldt, but Humboldt made it close at the end of that game. Assumption today in a 3-inning shortened game won 15-0 over Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and Williamsburg beat Algona in that. So the final four in Class 3A, Albia and Mount Vernon, they'll play tomorrow at 4:30 on Dodger Diamond, and Assumption and Williamsburg will play on Kruger Field. Now Davenport Assumption is a defending champ. They're going for 4 in a row, and it's something that they played on the Dodger Diamond today. They're not used to playing on those fields that are used traditionally for consolation, so that was a new experience. Class 2A, North Lynn beat Ridgeview Northeast, which is eastern Iowa, Goose Lake area. They beat Central Springs, and then Louisa Muscatine beat Underwood. And at last check, Ogden was leading Mount Ayr, but that was about an hour ago, and I haven't been privy to how that game came out as I was getting ready for this game. The other half of the bracket in 1A, Linville-Sully knocked out Wayne, and Collins-Maxwell sent Mason City Newman Catholic home, and that was a good game here this afternoon. And the other game going on Iowa Central Field is Clarksville and Akron Westfield. Our friend Dar Danielson with the call over on that field. And the grounds crew makes their way to the exit with a bucket full of water and an empty, a bag of Quick Dry on the ready. Now, that's in foul territory, so not something that will take an effect of field of play per se, But we've seen a couple of plays go in that general direction, and you want to keep as fair a footing as possible. Now, the clouds, we talked about rain at the open of this broadcast, and it is to our left, to the west, and that is where that has stayed. Our, what do we call him? Meteorologist? Our crack meteorologist, Tom Florian, had said that rain was coming on the radar, but we've yet to see rain fall around us. We saw some high thunderstorm clouds to the north and rain to the south. It always misses us, which is what you want when you've got a tournament like this. And that is today's date in history. Callie Nelson, Sam Bennett, and Paige Rose due up for Newell-Fonda, trying to get the bats going. Let's see if this little break in the action kind of helps reset their mental stage. 1, 2, and 0 for Lisbon, 0-2-0 for Newell-Fonda. Bottom of the fourth. Nice looking pitch from Riley Allgood to Ella Larson. Ella Larson, Mary Walker, and Macy Sievers. I have got to cover up the other score card when I'm not doing that game. Allgood's pitch is popped up close to our camera. Reese almost makes the catch. Reese. I told you we should have moved that camera there the whole game, Peter.
He's got good hands.
Good hands. Ella Larson, she had a double back in the second. Bats here with a 1-2 count from Riley Allgood. The pitch. Off speed, hit towards the right side. Gloving it as McKenna Nelson fields it herself. First out of the fourth. Now we talk about family members for Lisbon or for Newell-Fonda, but Lisbon's got them as well. Ella Clark and Mia. Well, these are second generation of players, sorry. Sets of sisters, McKenna Nelson and Callie Nelson, and then Addie Peterson and Mia Peterson are two sets of sisters. Then you got two sets of cousins, Ella Clark, Mia Peterson, and Addie Peterson, Gabby Molman and Addie Happel. Two different sets of cousins on the team. That is 1A sports in Iowa to a T, and what makes it fun. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Mary Walker, who is also a sister. Mary and Mia are twins. Maggie is their sister. Strike three called. Mary Walker is out on strikes. Second strikeout of the game for Allgood. That's the second out. So Macy Sievers will bat. Macy Sievers batting .356, the sophomore. First pitch is at her eyes and a ball. We didn't have the spring sports. Akron Westfield leads Clarksville 3-0, top of the first, and they have the bases loaded. Clarksville in the title game last year in Class 1A lost to Collins Maxwell. That pitch sails out of the zone, 2-1. Remember, we didn't have the spring sports, track or soccer, to crown state champions. Popped up into the net behind us. In basketball for girls this year, they went 5-4-3-2-1. So our last game on Saturday evening was Newell-Fonda beating Algona Bishop Garrigan. And Newell-Fonda won that game. Off speed, hit towards the right side. It drifts into foul territory. McKenna Nelson gloves it. Mustangs go 1-2-3 as we go to the fifth.
Believe it when I know ya, we going high. Gotta climb to the top, but we're never gonna stop. When I know ya, we going high. We're going high.
Hey, since Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
You know, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships still available. Apply today at central.edu. Let's see, Pella would be a little closer to Lisbon, but would have been a more central location than Fort Dodge. But I know these teams would much rather play at the state tournament fields, not taking away anything from what they have at Central. Great facilities there. Lisbon leads 1-0, top of the 5th. Callie Nelson, Sam Bennett, Paige Rose. It's almost like I said that last inning. First pitch from Jungers is a ball. Bob Bunting looks on from the third base side. His first year coaching was softball 1968 in the fall. Ground ball hit towards short. Megan Moren's gloves and across to Ella Larson for the out. Bunting taught 41 years of high school math, 30 years as athletic director, and he said 51 years goes absolutely fast. He's actually coaching some second generation of players. Ella Clark, her mother was Tracy Krob Clark. And Ella's dad, Jeff, was actually on the 94 Lisbon State High School baseball team, which won the state title, the same year that the softball team won the title in 1994. Tracy Krob was on that team. And Tina Fairley, who is Blair Baltus's mother, she was on that 94 team. And I also have to give a shout out to another member of that team, Jamie Porter. Jamie Porter Lean now. Her uncle is Marv Porter. I had a chance to say something about Marv earlier. He's since moved on. But again, 1A, 2A softball, kind of fun how the connections happen. That pitch goes out. And then also on that, who also played for Coach Bunting was Mia Peterson and Addie Peterson's mom, Tasha Main. They played for her in the late 90s. Akron has taken a 4-0 lead over to Moren's gloves in time to get a speedy Sam Bennett. The Westerners leading the Indians, but lots of softball left to be played there. It's out to Paige Rose, the left fielder, who flied out to the first base. Ella Larson back in the third. Lights on, not quite in full effect yet here. Hit softly up towards second, quickly over with it, Macy Sievers. And Lisbon goes 1-2-3. And they lead by 1.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Lisbon 1, Newell-Fonda 0 as we proceed to the bottom of the 5th. Mia Walker, Anna Belcock, and McKenna Sievers. Not saying it's crunch time yet, but we can see it from here. Off-speed first pitch is off the glove of Mia Peterson and in a right field. Mia Walker on board. And that was a hot shot, and that'll be ruled a hit. We did see a no-hitter earlier today, Abby Flanagan, on this diamond. A 10-0 5-inning game for North Lynn. First pitch is high from Riley Allgood. Paige Rose, Sam Bennett, Callie Nelson, left to right. Stacia Hall, Peyton Robinson, Mia Peterson, and McKenna Nelson in the infield. Riley Allgood pitches to Taylor Tekau, and that pitch is fouled off to the right side into the net. Annabelle Cox, she lined out to the first baseman to end the second in her last at-bat. That pitch is hit, could be two. Over to second for one, on to first, not in time. So Belcock with the fielder's choice will stay at first. Walker is a race 6'4". She just kind of hit it right on the nose. Let's see if, yeah, Coach Darrow is going to go to a pinch runner. And this is a substitution, and it's brought to you by IMT INS Insurance. IMTINS.com for more. All substitutions brought to you today by IMT. The runner at first is Isabel Bartek, another 8th grader. So McKenna Sievers had a single back in the third, so Coach Darrow seeing an opportunity right here. Try to get some speed on the bases, get in a player, get that state tournament experience. Bunt is down, and it's going to be foul by McKenna Sievers. You had a look there at Coach. No secret here, she's 8 months pregnant. She's due August the 23rd, and she knows it's going to be a girl. That off-speed pitch is out of the zone. And a ball and 2 strikes. Now, we talked about Courtney. She was known as Courtney Vaughn when she played here in high school for Andy Adams at Fort Dodge. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second. Safe at second. But the out is made. Sievers strikes out for the inning's second out. Almost a strike 'em out, throw 'em out. But Bartek goes to second on a tough play there. When the umpire looks at that side of the bag, they're usually looking for a dropped ball. Oh, and there was an obstruction because the arm came out. So these umpires are always giving you clues. You just have to pick up on what's going on. Swung on and missed, Bailey Sievers. Sievers, 0 for 2. Grounded out to pitcher to start the game and had a sacrifice back in the third. Hits that one at short. It's going to be caught, and that's the third out. And the Mustangs are retired. They leave one. We've played 5. 1-0 Lisbon.
With new Casey's Rewards, you can turn pizza into school donations. Download the Casey's app and earn points you can turn into donations to the schools you care about most. Or turn points into Casey's Cash or fuel discounts. Start earning more ways to give and get a little more good. Casey's Rewards. Points for school, points for you, points for fuel, points for good. Now at Casey's, every 5th fountain drink you buy is free with Casey's Rewards. Casey's, here for good.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Lisbon scored a run in the second, and that's the only run we've seen. A couple of runners have made it to third, but boy, just not a lot of action on the bases. This one's been all pitching between Riley Allgood for Lisbon and Kiara Jungers for Newell-Fonda. 1-2-0 for the road team, that's Lisbon, and 0-3-0 for the home team, Newell-Fonda, on the scoreboard. Mia Peterson, Peyton Robinson, and Riley Allgood due up for Bob Bunting's squad here. First pitch out of the zone. Jungers gets the sign, looks in, spins it up in the glove, gets that ball curving right at the batter. That was a tough piece of hitting. Mia Peterson fouled that one off. Great job there. That pitch is out of the zone. 2-1. Mia is a sophomore batting .333. 25 RBIs on the season. And she will ground out to Ella Larson. So Jungers gets her to roll over on that one. I got to tell you, there is something about a pitcher that can hit her spots. And in 1A, you talk about pitching, and you see good pitchers when you get to state. And that's one thing Bob Bunting had said to me earlier this week. He said, you know, they like to play in tournaments. All these teams that you see at state play in these great tournaments throughout the year. Well, this year with the shortened season, you just couldn't, there weren't any tournaments on the weekends. There weren't these two-day affairs where you could play somebody from the other side of the state, maybe a class up or somebody rated higher than you that you wouldn't see in your conference. But Lisbon wanted into the Jessup tournament, got in, but they didn't have the tournament, so they still went and played Jessup, a class up in 2A, as Peyton Robinson swings and misses. Lisbon's losses came to Marquette Catholic, East Buchanan, and West Burlington. Only lost 3. A lot of their wins were 12-0, 10-0. Hit towards Jungers. She dives, never gets the glove dirty, gets her right hand dirty, trying to brace herself, but Jungers makes the catch for the second out. So Riley Allgood will come in from the left side. Now Allgood, as a pitcher's been good, but let's face it, she's pretty darn good with the bat as well. Batting .403, 16 RBIs, and she is batting second, which means she can control that bat. She kind of excuse me swings. Tough play at first, not in time. Mary Walker, that one was just slow go. I'm not really sure Allgood tried to lay that as a bunt. And we will have a courtesy runner, which is Addie Happel, and it's a substitution, which are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. So the runner, Addie Happel, an 8th grader. And one thing Coach Bunting said, first pitch is hit in the air towards left, coming in, and it's going to not be in time. McKenna Sievers. Here comes the throw home, and going down to second, Stacey Hall. So Happel goes to third, and on the throw home, Hall advances to second. So a single, and then advancing on the throw. But now Lisbon's cooking here. 2 on, 2 out. Taylor Tekau. Tekau had a single. Her runner eventually scored in the second, but struck out in the fourth. She bats here with 2 on in the 6th. Lisbon looking for some insurance. First pitch is inside. Nice stop, Maggie Walker behind the plate. Tekaw batting .492, 31 RBIs, leads the team. No, second on the team behind Stacia Hall. That pitch is just above the letters. Lisbon wearing those red pinstripe uniforms with Lisbon in cursive on the front in black, trimmed in white, black pants, and the high black socks. The 2-0 is off the plate. 3-0. This is a rare thing for Jungers in this game. I don't think she's been 3-0 yet. Heck, she hasn't even been 2-0. That pitch misses. And the bases are loaded for McKenna Nelson, who's 0 for 1. And we have another IMTINS.com worry-free substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. As the courtesy runner is Gabby Molman, who was the courtesy runner the last time Tekaw got on base. Molman at first, Hall is at second, Addie Happel is at third. The batter is McKenna Nelson. McKenna Nelson with 13 RBI. She'd love to get 14, 15, 16. Just one right here. First pitch is a strike from Jungers. The Lions went 1-2. The first two batters. This has all come with 2 outs. The pitch. Hit well in the air towards left, back. Catching it in front of the fence is McKenna Sievers. And the Lions leave the bases loaded. Make it close. 6 outs to go for Newell-Fonda. They trail 1-0.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Somehow, I have to pick a player of the game in this one coming up. Let's see what unfolds in the next inning and a half. There's been some great plays so far by both of these teams. One of them is the pitcher, Riley Allgood, and her first pitch to Megan Morenz is a ball. Morenz, Walker, Larson. And if anybody gets on, Mary Walker. Off-speed hit to the right side, bounces in front of Peterson, over to Nelson for the out. All good. Her name is true to form. Now, kind of mentioned it earlier, Riley was in the district in elementary. They moved, as a family moved to Missouri, and then she came back. And boy, they are glad to have her back. Walker, first pitch, off speed, breaks back in. Maggie, a strikeout and a pop-up to the catcher in the first and third. Bats here in the 6th. That one sails out. Just held on to it a little bit long. Popped up towards right. Coming in to make the grab is Callie Nelson. And Maggie Walker is retired on the F9. Two outs. Let's see what Ella Larson can do. She had a double in the second. Rolled over on one back in the third. Again, right side, this time over to second. Again, Mia Peterson to McKenna Nelson. And the Lions looking for insurance as they come to bat in the seventh.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up! Game on. They say our idea of fun is morning tea, and afternoon tea,
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action.
And when we study, we're not exactly grounded. But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
We go to the seventh. 1 hour and 5 minutes into this ball game, and we're already in the seventh. Lisbon, they scored back in the second, and it's been all zeros for both teams since. Lisbon, Callie Nelson, Sam Bennett, Paige Rose. And Rose has been one of those surprises at the end of this season. Let's see. It's always about 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. If you're going to play on in Fort Dodge, you got to have some production from the non-expected players. Pitch from Jungers is a strike. 1-1. Newell-Fonda will send 5, 6, 7 to bat in their half of the seventh. Trying to get out of here. Hit towards a diving Mary Walker, but the ball was foul. Lights on at the other field. Akron Westfield leads 4-0 over Clarksville. One A pretty wide open this year. Yes, you have the defending champ swung on foul ball. But that was not easy for them today to escape in that first game against Newman Catholic. And Coach Hogue said after the game, he says, I said, Newman got some hits. He goes, yeah, but we just didn't quite locate the pitches we needed. And if you miss on enough pitches here, and this game is case in point. One hit, sacrifice, a little bobble, 1 run, and that might be the only run in the game, and that's what we have right here. The 1-2 is high, and I think Walker was standing up, maybe didn't help the case. Nelson, the game-winning, for now, sacrifice fly. Popped up into the screen. We'll do it again. An SF8 for Callie back in the second. That ball is punched into right. It's going to land in front of Mia Walker. Nelson with a leadoff hit here in the seventh. Bunt is put down by Bennett. Jungers gets to it in time to get Bennett. Nelson moves to second. Great piece of softball fundamental right there. The bunt, the field, the throw, the out. A lot of things have to happen. Got to go right at any given time. As the lights now a little more into effect, but plenty of sun left, or at least daylight. Bob Bunting collected his 1,200th win this season. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded, and not going to be any more than that. Morenz has the ball fall out of her glove after it went into it. No play, and that'll be the game's first error. Rose is aboard on the E6. Nelson goes to third, one out, and Lisbon again trying and putting the pressure on Newell-Fonda. Mia Peterson looking to be the hero. They throw back at third, not in time. Walker gloves. Nelson retreats. There at second is Paige Rose, so she goes to second. Uncontested. The 1-0 popped up, but deep enough into center. Sievers, the throw, home to the plate, not in time. Lisbon pushes another run across on another sacrifice fly, this time Mia Peterson, as Callie Nelson scores to make it 2-0 Lisbon. So we're going to see a runner go to second. Gabby Molman, the courtesy runner. And another substitution, which is brought to you by IMT. You can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Runner at second is now Molman. The batter is Peyton Robinson, who sports a .512 average. She is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. In this game, that second run is huge for Lisbon. And again, this year with the limited schedule, teams not able to fully get those tough games that maybe help them in state, running into that good pitcher as Jungers hums one in there for a strike. You can ask almost any girl that played here at state on a team that didn't win the state title. Chopper towards third, off the glove, into center field. Another run is going to score for Lisbon. Molman touches the plate on another error. And they're going to call that a hit. Call that a hit. It was going to be a tough play. But off the glove of Walker, she was going to her left. Got to tell you, this one is definitely could easily be called a state championship game the way this one's been played. Junger's pitch is inside. And let's remember, Jungers is an 8th grader, and she's pitching incredibly well. Allgood, a freshman who's at the bat right now, pitching really, really well. That pitch goes out of the zone. You can ask any girl who played here at the state tournament. We just ran into that great pitcher from Name the School. Pitching gets you here. Chopper again, fielded by Walker. Across the diamond, gets Allgood and gets out of the inning, more importantly, but not before 2 huge runs for Lisbon. The Lions 3 outs away from advancing at the state tournament.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
We the people are what make this community great. We work hard. We work together. And we do our part to be a part of something bigger. That's why at Fairway, we're determined to keep food prices low, quality high, and tables full. Because this is our community. And that's what we do.
Five, 6, 7, Mary Walker, Macy Sievers, Mia Walker due up. There's one hit between the 3 of them in their 2 at-bats. Let's see what their 3rd at-bat does here against Riley Allgood. The lefty's first pitch catches the black part of the plate for a strike. Walker a sacrifice in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Allgood winds and fires, off speed out. We had a 6-3 yesterday when Muscatine beat West Des Moines Valley. And a 5-4. Otherwise, this tournament has been mostly chalk. I guess Dallas Center Grimes beating Fairfield. That was a 6-3. The pitch off speed, fouled into the net to the right. That one is popped up. The changeup is hit. And a catch made by Stacia Hall for the inning's first out. And the Mustangs are down to 2 outs. Macy Sievers lined out and flied out, both times to the right side. That first pitch is swung on and missed. Mia Walker waits on deck, and Anna Belcock just wants a chance. That one's popped up and hit towards the concession stand, and it's 0-2. The Mustangs had base runners in the 5th. They got a single, then a fielder's choice that erased one. Otherwise, they haven't had a runner since the 2nd inning. That ball is fouled off. I'm going to say it hit Sievers. She's going to go down to first, so at the first base runner since the 5th inning. But before we officially put it in ink, let's let the men in blue decide and converse. What did you see? What did you see? We will have the umpires mic'd up as part of the coverage on Iowa PBS on Thursday and Friday for the finals. Going to say catcher's interference on that play is what it was. So it didn't hit her. It's a catcher's interference. So Mia Walker, the freshman. Only one senior in this Newell-Fonda lineup. First pitch is a strike. So we know Newell-Fonda in basketball. And I think softball is back. And Lisbon's right there with them. Ball's going to get past the catcher, Tekau. And scooting down to second is Sievers. The pass ball, that rise ball, just kind of kept going up. And now those 2 runs in the top of the 7th are looming large. That ball is inside. I'd like to say hello to all of those of you who are watching along the network. Ground ball hit towards short off of Robinson's glove. Sievers is going to hold at second. Walker is going to go to first. Hold the phone, everybody. Bob Bunting knows this is a good time to ask for time and make the slow walk out and calm down his team. Talk about coaching families and trees. One of, Bob Bunting's had a number of assistants over the years. Some have stayed longer than others. One of them was Doug Van Pelt. He's the head coach at Humboldt now, and he was their assistant coach back in 1994. Had a chance to talk to Doug Van Pelt earlier today, and he said that Bob Bunting was the best man in his wedding. Well, they've gone to the top of the 4th and Diamond 2, and Akron Westfield now has a 5-3 lead. So Clarksville's been able to get on the board, so that one's far from over. 1 out, 2 on Anna Belcock. All she wanted was a chance. She gets it here. First pitch is a strike. That has been a great pitch for Allgood. She gets the pitch from the dugout, checks the wrist. Pitches, hit in the air, right side, just out of the glove of McKenna Nelson. And Allgood is quickly ahead, 0-2. The pitch, that is just off the plate. That was more on the chalk of the batter's box. Lisbon fans thought it was a lot closer. It's your team, you always do. The 1-2 to Belcock. Ripped up off the glove. Out at second. Somehow Robinson shuffled it to Peterson to get the out at second. Sievers gets to third. Walker is erased, 6-4. That's the second out of the inning, and Lisbon now, with runners at first and third on the fielder's choice, are an out away from advancing. We are going to have a couple of substitutions, which are brought to you by IMTINS.com. Go learn on that website to learn more how you can be worry-free with IMT insurance. So the runner at first is Isabel Bartek, and we're also going to have, we're going to have McKenna Sievers hit. She had a hit back in the third. We're going to probably let her swing away, and let's see what happens. First pitch, she was looking for something to hit and hit that rise ball into the net behind her, and Allgood gets ahead. Allgood, likely player of the game here. She has been just fantastic fantastic from the mound. The pitch, that one's high. So we'll have an interview after the game with our player of the game. The 1-1. Swung on and missed by McKenna Sievers. And now Newell-Fonda down to their last strike. The player of the game, I hate to jinx it, but the 1-2. Popped up right side, not a play. Player of the game is Riley Allgood, pitcher for Lisbon. She's spread out 3 hits, given up no runs. She is your Casey's player of the game. And they are proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. And today's player of the game, Casey's, is the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on their local teams, fans, making sure there's fresh pizza ready. The pitch is a ball. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. So hard to pick a player of the game here today, and you didn't want to jinx anything. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Sievers is tapped away foul. As the plate got a little bit dirty, Teka readjusts her right shin guard strap, gets the call from the dugout, checks her wrist so she knows what's coming from Riley Allgood. Hit towards right. This could be it. Play shuffled over to first. Peterson to Nelson, and Lisbon advances with a 3-0 win over Newell-Fonda. Lisbon advances. Three, 6-1 for Lisbon. Let's go back up to Tim Fitzpatrick.
In addition to receiving medallions, every participating player will receive a commemorative softball provided by Iowa Farm Bureau, title sponsor of the Girls Athletic Union. Presenting awards representing the IGHSAU is Executive Director Gene Berger. At this time, we would like to congratulate the Newell-Fonda Mustangs and head coach Courtney Darrow on an outstanding softball season. Mustang fans, you're welcome to greet the team in the outfield with the baseball diamond directly behind us. Lisbon Lion fans, your team advances to the Class 1A semi-final game, where they will face the winner of the Marksville and Akron Westfield, which will be played tomorrow at 7:30
What's your first name? Riley?
Right next door on Iowa Central Field. And thank you, everyone, for coming out.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk with Riley Allgood, find out what she thought about this ball game as the Lions advance 3-0. You're watching the state tournament from Fort Dodge here on the Girls Athletic Union website.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
With new Casey's Rewards, you can turn pizza into school donations. Download the Casey's app and earn points you can turn into donations to the schools you care about most. Or turn points into Casey's cash or fuel discounts. Start earning more ways to give and get a little more good. Casey's Rewards. Points for school, points for you, points for fuel, points for good. Now at Casey's, every fifth fountain drink you buy is free with Casey's Rewards. Casey's, here for good.
Believe it when I know, yeah, we going high. Gotta climb to the top, but we're never gonna stop when the
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
We the people are what make this community great. We work hard. We work together. And we do our part to be a part of something bigger. That's why at Fairway, we're determined to keep food prices low, quality high, and tables full. Because this is our community. And that's what we do.
Welcome back to Fort Dodge and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Tournament. Lisbon, the 7th seed with a 3-0 victory behind our Casey's player of the game, Riley Allgood. Riley, you had a hit. You did pretty okay in the circle, too. Which one felt better tonight?
The circle.
What was working? That left-handed pitch is always hard. You were working the corners well. What do you think was working for you tonight?
My rise and my curve were mostly working well tonight. And my changeup worked pretty well, too. So
this is a tough hitting lineup that you faced. You kept them off balance. Was the game plan coming in to kind of work that in and out?
Yeah. I also try to talk to myself to keep myself calm and keep my head in the game. So
this team, it's 1-0 for a long time till you get those insurance runs in the 7th. But talk about your catcher, Taylor Tekow. She kind of helped you out in a number of ways tonight.
Yeah, Taylor's the best catcher I've had in a long time. So she really helps me out with my spots, and yeah.
Did you have fun playing here tonight?
Yeah.
What was fun about it?
Well, it was my first time playing at state, so that
You're going to kind of remember that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we hope to get you for a couple more games. Maybe You'll advance here to play the winner of Clarksville, Akron, Westfield, and maybe if things work out, the championship game on Friday night.
Yeah.
Riley Allgood, thank you so much.
Thank you.
She's our Casey's player of the game. We'll wrap things up right after this from Fort Dodge.
At Waldorf University, we are warriors. On campus and online. In the classroom and on the field. Our work today will power tomorrow, continuing a rich tradition started in 1903. And once you're one of us, you forever are. Waldorf University, we are warriors.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Crowded lecture halls? Not anymore. Southwestern Community College is a different place. It's where we break from traditional college to do what's best for your career. It's about teaching the way you learn, having fun along the way, and giving you the experience you need for what comes next. A job and an income in as little as 1 year. That's why you go to college in the first place. Southwestern Community College. Your career starts here. Check out SWIC's career-related programs at swiciowa.edu/yourcareer.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Lisbon was the state champion in 94, 95, 96, 04, 18. I'm sorry. They were in the class. They were in the state tournament in 04 and 18, 19, and 20. They got third. Let's see what they can do as they advance here at the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Softball State Tournament, which is presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. It was a game for pitching until the end. 3 strikeouts for Riley Allgood, 2 for Kiara Jungers, who takes the loss. She gave up 6 hits and 3 runs. Taylor Tekow had a single back in the second, and then a sac fly by Callie Nelson drove home the game's first run, and then a couple of runs added on. Nelson again involved, this time with a single, and would later score. Paige Rose was able to score an extra run, but not enough for Newell-Fonda tonight. They got a couple of runners on in the 7th, but just fell short, and they end their season at 18-3. Lisbon advances. They'll play the winner of Akron Westfield and Clarksville. For the crew here at Kruger Field, we've got more softball. It's semifinal day. Who is going to play at state championship? We'll have those games Thursday and Friday on Iowa PBS, but here on IGHSAU.org tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night from Fort Dodge.